Please describe your job title and primary duties.
My job title at IHOP was Hostess, and my primary duties were greeting people when they came in, seating them, and checking them out, cashing them out when they left.
What was the work environment like?
During the week, the work environment at IHOP was pretty steady. I generally wasn't bored. I had plenty to do, but then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we were really busy and really hectic, and we always went on a break, or a wait, sorry, for at least an hour, and it was a lot less organized.
What was your favorite part about working there?
My favorite part about working at IHOP was the people. I was really close to a lot of the girls when I left. And another nice thing is that the managers get to know you really well. And once you are there for a while, you can pretty much, they'll work with you about when you want to work, what hours, and how many hours a week you want to work and stuff, which is nice.
Please describe a typical day as an employee.
I would get there and I would pretty much set everything up for the day, like behind the cash register and behind the hostess stand. And then I would take my break, which is like half an hour. And then I would just start seeing people and cashing them out.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
I applied and then I didn't hear from them for like 2 weeks. So I went in and I talked to the manager and she set up an interview with me and the hiring manager, and that was like a week later. And I went in and we just talked about my application, and he asked when I could start, and a week later I started after he got my background check back.
What should an applicant wear to the job interview?
I wore like nice pants and a white shirt, so I mean IHOP isn't super dressy, so probably something dressy casual, nice shirt, nice pants.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
He asked me a lot about my application, where I lived, if I had a car to get to work, what kind of hours I could work, and at the time I was working somewhere else too, so he was working with me trying to figure out how we could work around that job too. And he just asked me like if I had a criminal record, what kind of money I was getting at the other job, and how much I could expect there at IHOP. And he pretty much told me just a lot about my duties, what I'd be doing, and how many hours I could get and stuff.
What set you apart from other candidates?
I think that going in and speaking to the manager, that like face-to-face contact was probably the best thing that anyone could do, because we get so many calls and so many applications at IHOP. Like we probably have, some days we'll have 20, 30 people turn an application in, and they just go in a big box, and they don't really, people will call and call and call about their applications. But I think like coming in, speaking to the manager, trying to set up an interview, and having that, like putting the face with the name, and the manager will go get the application and look at it and talk to them. That's like the best way to get a job, I think.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to get employment?
I think that if you're looking for a job with IHOP, you should come, just try to be a little professional and, wear something decent, and eye contact and speaking in proper English always helps.